A brilliant doctor once sought to create life, it is said, but surely man was never meant to bring back the dead. Such powers seek not to possess, nor mysteries to see. Instead of life, the doctor found he created tragedy.
Once on a fog-filled night, you could hear the footsteps of a very old and strange-looking man echoing in the very dark street. The strange man walked up the path that led to a darkened house. As he reached the front door, he knocked once, then again. Finally, from deep inside the house, a voice called out,
Who is it?
It is Dr. Van Schneider. I want to see Dr. Frankenstein.
He is very busy. Come back tomorrow.
I must see him tonight. He sent me a letter. He knows I am coming.
Wait outside. I will see if he wants to see you.
The old man heard footsteps moving away from the front door. They echoed as they walked deeper into the house.
How strange for a famous and brilliant doctor who's known all over the world to be living in a place like this.
Then the old man heard footsteps approaching the door, and the front door slowly opened.
The doctor said to come in. Follow me, please.
I'm right behind you.
The old man followed the man down a dark and damp hallway. It led to a small waiting room.
Wait here. The doctor will see you in a few moments.
This room looks as if no one lives here.
The old man turned to say this to the man who had brought him in, but to his surprise, the man had disappeared.
This room seems to have been closed up for quite some time. Oh, the dust is so thick on all the furniture.
All around the room, the old man saw nothing but dust. The room itself must have been some kind of laboratory.
If Dr. Frankenstein were not such a famous doctor, I would be afraid to meet him. I wonder why all the drapes are drawn, and there's no fire in the fireplace. Oh, I hope that I do not catch my death of a cold.
Just then, the door to the room opened. The squeaking door nearly frightened the visitor to death.
Oh, I am sorry that I startled you so, sir.
You must be Dr. Frankenstein.
I am, and you are Dr. Van Schneider from the university.
I am he. But why would the famous Dr. Frankenstein want to see me?
I want to ask your advice, sir.
Well, I will be very happy to help you. But, Doctor, I find it very cold in here. Could we light a fire?
No, the fireplace is closed up. I do not mind the cold. I will ring for my servant. Perhaps you would like a hot cup of tea.
Oh, some nice warm tea will do very nicely.
The doctor then rang a bell, and the man, who had shown the visitor into the old laboratory, appeared before the bell had finished ringing.
You want something, Dr. Frankenstein? Bring some tea and a few cakes for my guest. At once, master. I live very simply since moving to Berlin.
The world of medicine has wondered what happened to you. You vanished from sight so suddenly.
I had to. I was planning my greatest experiment. Oh. I needed to move to a city where few people knew of me.
Experiment? What is this experiment, and how can I be of help?
I do not know how to put it, but I want to create life.
Create life? Oh, you cannot do it. Only God can create life.
I have thought and studied quite thoroughly how to create life, and I think that when I have completed my experiment, I will have succeeded.
The two men were interrupted by the servant, who brought in a tray with tea and little cakes into the room.
Do you want me to pour the tea? No, you may go. I can manage, thank you.
I do not understand you. How can you create a life, Doctor? You cannot play God.
Just think, my friend, how much better the world would be if there were a new form of life created by man. creating the perfect man. It would be a great service to mankind.
Oh, impossible. It could never be.
Ah, you are like the others. I thought that a man of your great wisdom would be able to understand my plan.
I do not believe that this can happen. It is a matter that should be forgotten.
I will never forget it, sir. I have nearly completed the experiment that I started working on 3 years ago.
Nearly
I
completed?
have lived in this house ever since I arrived in Berlin. I have not left it for even 1 hour. I have read and studied for years. And when I felt that I knew all that I could learn, I began my experiment.
You began? You began what?
I began to build a creature. I have built a man.
You have built a man?
A man that is so powerful and strong that he will be able to work as if he were 50 men without getting tired. A man that has superhuman powers.
Impossible. You are just a man. You cannot create life.
In that matter you are right. I have built a creature, but I have not yet given it life.
That is something that is impossible to do.
I've been waiting for the last part. The last thing that I must add to my creature.
You have to add something? What?
I do not want my creature to have an everyday brain. I have waited and searched to find the perfect brain. Someone with an extraordinary brain. A man of great intelligence.
I think that you are mad.
No, I am not mad. I have a vision, a dream. Doctor, would you like to see my creation?
I would. I do not believe that such a creature exists.
Then follow me to my laboratory.
I am right behind you.
I put him together in the attic. You think you can walk up all those steps?
There are many steps, but I think I can make it.
Good. Follow me.
Up the steps walked the 2 men.
Why did you build your laboratory in the attic?
To be closer to the sky.
I do not understand you.
To be closer to the bolts of lightning. To be closer to them when they strike.
Strike? Oh, this is all beyond me.
You will understand. Come, it is just a few more steps.
Soon they reached the top of the stairs and stood in front of a large wooden door.
When I open this door, you'll be the first person to see the beginning of a new breed of life on our planet.
When I see it,
on a string around his neck and turned the lock in the door. Slowly, the door creaked open.
Come in, sir.
It's dark in here. I cannot see a thing.
But you shall as soon as I light some candles.
The doctor began lighting lamps, and soon the room was lit by many candles, all throwing strange shadows over the room.
Oh my, this room is so damp and musty smelling. It feels like an evil place to me.
Evil? No. But now, I want you to see my creation. I want you to see how beautiful it is.
They walked over to the center of the room, where there was a large table. It must have been about 10 feet long, and it was covered with a long white sheet.
Sir, under this sheet is a man, my creation. Behold!
Dr. Frankenstein pulled the sheet off the table, and there lay his creature.
Look at it! Is it not beautiful?
I do not believe it! You have put together a monster!
No, not a monster! I have taken parts from many beings and I have sewed them together. I have created the perfect man!
It is a monster, Dr. Frankenstein! A horrible being! A creature that should never be!
Do not talk like that, sir! You are like all the others! All the scientists of the world will be jealous that they did not create this man! They could not have thought of it! Only me, Victor Frankenstein, has a mind that could make this creature!
But it is not alive! It is dead! You cannot bring it to life!
But I can! When we next have a thunderstorm, I shall raise the lightning rods and put these clamps onto its head. The lightning will run down the rod, the electric charge shall strike his head and bring him to life!
Do not do this!
I shall! I have waited for years, and now that I have found the one thing I need to finish him, I shall finish finish him.
What do you mean? And why do you look at me like that?
You are old, but your mind is still bright. I want to put your brain into my being.
You want my brain?
Just think, you will live forever. Your brain will live on and on. Oh, you are a lucky man, sir.
You are mad! Let me out of this room!
Try to run. You'll find that I have locked the door. There is no way out.
Let me go!
No. You will never leave here as you are now. When I am through with my operation, you will leave here inside the body of my creation.
The old man knew that he was in great danger. He ran to the door and desperately tried to open it.
It's locked!
I told you so.
Let me go! I will tell no one of your madness!
Do not call it madness. I am not mad. The world may be going mad, but I am sane. Do not run around, sir, my friend. There is no escape.
The mad doctor backed his visitor against the wall. As he did this, he took from his pocket a hypodermic needle.
What are you going to do with that needle?
I want to give you an injection. It will make you sleep.
No, I want to leave!
You cannot leave. Not yet.
Frankenstein plunged the needle into the old man's arm. The old man stumbled around for a few seconds and then began to fall.
I cannot stand up! I'm falling asleep! Someone help me!
He is asleep. Heinrich, come quickly!
The door to the room swung open and Dr. Frankenstein's servant appeared.
You want me, Doctor? Carry this man to the operating table. We have a little work to do. He's not too heavy. Shall I tie him down as I did the others? Yes, we do not want him to wake up and move. It will spoil the operation. Oh, soon my creature will have a brain and a life of its own.
The operation took 8 hours, and when it was completed...
Do you think it will work? Why not? My creature now has a brilliant brain. All we have to do is wait for lightning storm to come. Then I will give life to my new man.
They waited for another 4 hours as the sky clouded over. Then the sky was filled with thunder and lightning.
This is the hour I have waited for. Heinrich, raise the lightning rods. At once, Master. And connect the clamp to each side of the creature's neck.
They worked for half an hour. Soon, everything was in place.
I have the lightning rods in place. Look at the lightning. Oh, I'm frightened. Do not be. Now I will turn these dials so that the currents of electricity will run down the rods and into my creature. Stand back.
Slowly, the doctor turned the dials. The wires glowed white hot as the lightning began surging down the rods into the creature.
It is not working, Doctor. Not yet. I need more power, more current. Be careful. We do not want to burn the creature. Do not tell me what I am to do.
The mad doctor turned the dials and the power became so strong that you could see the outline of the electric current running around the creature's head.
Look, Doctor, the creature is starting to move. Yes, it is fighting to come to life.
The creature, and this may sound impossible, but it is true, began to breathe.
Look, the heart must have begun to work. See, it is breathing. Shall I turn the dials off now? Do so. I think I have been successful.
The servant turned the dials off and lowered the lightning rods.
I have given it life. It lives. You are successful. Now we will see what those old fools who have laughed at me will say.
Dr. Frankenstein walked over to the table and looked at his newly made man.
You will be the greatest creation that has ever walked the earth. The perfect man. Look! It is opening its eyes. Stand back, Heinrich. We must not frighten him. Will it be able to speak? I think so.
Ever so slowly, the doctor walked over and looked at the new creature.
You are man. You are the very first of your kind, and I am your master. I gave you your life. What does it say? It is not speaking clearly yet. It will take time for it to learn. But we have time. No. Do not try to move. You must rest. Tomorrow I shall let you up. Remember, you are my slave, and I am your master.
Heinrich and the doctor left the room. The doctor was very satisfied with himself. The creature rested on the table. Its eyes moved all around the room, looking at everything. Suddenly, it let out a mighty cry. The sound filled the whole house.
My creature wants to move, to walk, and he shall, all in good time.
The next few days, the doctor began to teach the creature many things.
It will not learn. You have tried, Doctor, and it will not and cannot learn. Something is wrong. I do not know what, but we shall discover it and make the right corrections. I don't like it, Doctor. It is a strange thing, but I feel very uneasy with it. Look at his eyes. They are not the eyes of the living. Look how they stare into space. It has no feeling. It has feelings, just like you or I. And whatever you say, sir, I just work and do my job for you. I do not think that there is much in his head. He has the brain of a brilliant man. But why does it not work? We will find out why. I have to leave today. I am going to meet some scientists that have come to Berlin for a meeting. I want them to see my creature. I shall be back in a half hour. Do not do anything to upset my creature. Oh, don't worry. I will stay away from him. He gives me the shivers.
Dr. Frankenstein left the house. No sooner was he out of sight when Heinrich opened the door to the laboratory where the monster stood. Heinrich walked in and looked at it.
I don't like you. I just don't like you at all. You don't even know how to talk. Dr. Frankenstein is a strange man, just like you. I do not know what you are saying, but the same to you.
Heinrich stood and made fun of the creature. The creature did not mind until...
Oh, it is too cold in here. I think I will light a fire in the fireplace.
Heinrich walked over to the fireplace and lit a match. The creature had never seen fire before, and he let out a strange cry.
Oh, so you don't like fire? I think I will light this candle and let you see fire real close. Just like a wild animal, you are afraid of fire.
Heinrich walked closer and closer to the creature with the lighted candle. The creature backed away, his eyes filled with terror. He picked up a table and hurled it at Heinrich. The table caught Heinrich on the shoulder and the candle fell from his hand.
The candle, it set the old drapes on fire.
Soon the room was ablaze. The creature broke down the door and ran down the stairs, trying to get away from the fire. The monster stumbled out of the house. He ran and ran, driven by his fear of the fire. Soon he reached the forest. He stopped running and walked around quietly for a while. Then he saw a boy and a girl walking by.
Look, over there. I thought I saw something over there.
I did too. It looked like a man.
A man 9 feet tall.
The monster appeared from behind a tree and gave out a loud cry.
It's a monster!
Let's get out of here.
The boy and the girl ran all the way home.
There's a monster loose in the forest!
It was 10 feet tall, and it was awful looking.
You are just making up stories because you are late in getting home.
But, Mama...
There will be no dinner for you tonight. I told you to be home early.
But it's true.
You don't believe us.
No one would believe the story about the monster. When Dr. Frankenstein returned to his home, it was all ablaze. Heinrich was standing outside watching it burn.
My creature, where is it?
Oh, out there. It got away.
Out there, where?
The fire started, and it escaped into the forest. I don't know where it is now.
We must find him. He shall not be alone out there.
I knew that this would lead to no good.
The doctor and his servant started to run towards the forest. Meanwhile, the monster had walked to a farmhouse that was owned by an old man and his wife. When they saw the monster, they called out,
Look, a monster! A terrible creature!
It's so tall.
We must run away from it!
The monster was lost and frightened. He started to destroy everything in his path.
It is a horrible monster! We must go to the city and tell them. They will know what there is to do.
The farm was in a shambles as the monster made a path of destruction through it. As he was destroying the house, another fire began. Everywhere the monster went, the people were frightened and ran. Some of the people of the village banded together, calling out,
We must destroy this creature before it destroys us. We will hunt this creature. It must be destroyed. Yes.
When Dr. Frankenstein, who was in the city, heard the men and ran to the front of the crowd, said,
No, he is my creature. You cannot harm him. Look at all the destruction he has caused. We are fortunate that no one was killed by it. I will bring it under control. You made this thing? He is my greatest discovery in the world. I have given it life. Who do you think you are, God? I will get it under control. Then let's go. We don't know what this thing might do.
The monster was wandering all over the countryside. It was so frightened that it destroyed everything it saw. Then, in the distance, it saw blazing torches coming towards him. This only made him more afraid. He began to run through the trees and headed for a lake.
There he is! Do not frighten him! Frighten him? He is so big, what has he got to be frightened of? Quiet, all of you! Don't you understand? You cannot see what I have done! You have created something that should never be! Silence! I will go to the creature! He will do as I say!
The doctor left the crowd and walked to where the creature stood.
Look, it is me, your master. Do not be afraid. No one will harm you. You must do as I say.
The monster looked at Dr. Frankenstein. He looked as if he remembered the doctor. He stared at him for a long time.
See? It is me. Remember me? I am your master.
A look, as if he remembered, came into the creature's eyes.
See? Remember me.
The monster then stepped towards the doctor.
I will not harm you. Trust me.
The monster lifted his arm and grabbed a hold of the scientist. He pulled him close to him and started to speak.
You should not have created me. It was wrong. I warned you. I will not let you create another like me. You are not God. Let me go.
The monster then picked up Dr. Frankenstein, and with a great force he threw him into the churning waters of the lake. When the crowd saw this, they ran to the wooden pier on which the monster was standing, and lit the wood with their torches. Soon it was ablaze. The monster turned and turned. Everywhere he looked, he saw the fire. He could not escape. Soon he was engulfed within the flames. Then he was gone.
Wrong of him to make this new life. He cannot play God. It should never have happened.
From that day on, no one ever forgot Dr. Frankenstein or the monster that he had created. They were all glad that it did not live on. But the legend always lives on, forever and ever.